Have you ever paused to think about why control is so seductive? There's a promise of security and stability, and for a moment, everything seems easier. But the truth is, this relentless pursuit is a trap, an illusion that keeps the soul shackled in labyrinths with no exit. Can you recall a time when you felt in control? Now consider how that feeling transformed into another anxiety with every unmet expectation. Emotional loneliness echoes like a distant sound, even in a crowd. It's as if you're speaking, but no one is listening. The feeling that only you hear your own pain. Isn't it strange? Control is like a heavy cloak you wear, while the burdens of the world feel lighter. Let me ask you, what if what you perceive as security is actually a shadow of your fear? It's time to explore. In fact, the desire to control everything around you is a hidden scream of insecurity. Behind this desire lies an ancient pain, a wound crying out for understanding. What if true freedom is recognized exactly within that emptiness? The void you fear. By shedding the need for control, you release the superficial layer that obscures your essence. No one can pretend forever. Are you tired? You have good reason to be. Every time you struggle to keep everything in order, you lose a piece of yourself. And in each loss, there's a whisper of freedom, a silent invitation to acceptance. Allow yourself to relax. Face this fragility not as a weakness, but as a doorway. As you open your eyes to this web you've spun, you'll start to realize that control never truly existed. Life flows when you loosen your bonds, and the beauty of now reveals itself. Picture yourself as a drifting boat, allowing the natural currents to guide you. You don't need to know where you're headed. Peace can be found in that release. Can we begin again? Today, upon waking, tell yourself, I am capable. Feel yourself breathe freely, like the wind that doesn't worry about directions. It's in this space that you'll discover a new way of being, a new way of living. Have you ever wondered why shadows seem like fear? In its subtle form, sneaks in, taking up space between you and the light that is your essence. It promises protection, but in reality, it's a prison without bars. Each day, you find yourself asking, what holds me back from living fully? What if your choices were shaped by these invisible threads, weaving a labyrinth of uncertainties? For many, this labyrinth feels familiar. Do you feel like no one truly sees you? Loneliness grows amidst laughter and conversations, as if there's an invisible barrier. You are not alone on this journey. The pain of not being understood is intense. When you confront these fears, something powerful begins to happen. Those chains start to loosen. Have you ever considered that the pain you carry can also be a key? A key that opens the door to new understanding, to a new space within yourself. Letting go of these fears isn't an act of weakness, it's an act of courage. Imagine for a moment you allow yourself to feel without fleeing, without hiding. This acceptance is a light that ignites. It may be uncomfortable, but it's in that discomfort where authentic growth is born. Have you ever taken a deep breath before making an important decision? That is acknowledging your strength. And what if the silence you fear is actually an invitation for self-reflection? Reinterpreting your shadows brings clarity. Each day, when you wake up, tell yourself, I am capable. Question your beliefs. Ask yourself, what truly holds me back? What if that isn't true? Liberation begins when you dismantle those shackles. If you notice something inside you starting to shift, don't ignore it. That's your essence asking to be heard. It's the whisper of your true self resonating in authenticity. You don't just want to be accepted, you want to be free. No more pretending, no more wearing masks that weaken you. Today, you deserve to breathe without fear. In this liberation, a new purpose begins to reveal itself. Every step, no matter how small, signals that you're reconnecting with life, with hope. Each conscious choice is a step toward the light. Fear can be a stern teacher, yet it can also be a guide when you choose to listen without letting it take control. The journey is long, but at the end of the road, your essence shines brighter, Liberation is the start of a new cycle, the rebirth of your authenticity. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Let your wounds heal. You are not here to carry the weight of shadows, but to dance in the light they cast. And the first step is recognizing you are more than your fears. You are the light they fear. Sometimes it feels like being in a crowded room, yet you still feel all alone. This loneliness becomes a heavy burden. You carry expectations and unfulfilled dreams, and as a result, you feel life weighing you down. What if I told you that true freedom lies in letting go? Releasing what we cannot control is an act of courage. Think about it. How many times have you allowed yourself to release what holds you back? Have you ever stopped to ask what happens when you decide to let go? This is the first step toward accessing authentic. Do you feel the pressure to please? To follow a script that others have written for you? Enough. Today I'm telling you, you no longer need to live like this. The practice of letting go is a powerful act of faith in the natural order of life. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a reflection of who you truly are. Look around you. What can you let go of? The need to be heard, the expectation to be understood, the weight of others' opinions. Because when you release these things, you start to create space for something greater, a space where lightness can flow. When you stop clinging to outcomes, everything begins to flow. Have you noticed how anxiety fades when you stop waiting? The pressure eases and freedom shifts in. It's almost magical. Now close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel that silence. It wants to tell you something. What is your soul asking you to release? This is the essence of letting go. Pay attention to what happens when you relinquish control. And what if what you fear losing is exactly what you need to let go of in order to move forward? That's the paradox of life. By letting go, a new version of yourself emerges. A version that understands self-love, doesn't depend on external validation. You become more whole as you untie the bonds that bind you. And as you do, you find a new purpose, a more fulfilling, lighter life. So stop for a moment, allow yourself to be. And remember, letting go is an invitation to courage. You are stronger than you think. Have you ever felt the weight of the past while anxiously waiting for the future? Life often drags us into the chains of nostalgia and expectation. But what if I told you that true power resides here, in the now? Mindfulness isn't just a practice, it's a portal, a sacred moment that invites you to be. When you allow yourself to land in this moment, each breath becomes a celebration of existence. Each heartbeat echoes the vibrant life around you, and in that space, anxiety begins to dissipate, like mist fading before the sun. Yet, you might wonder, how can I truly connect with this moment? How do I let go of the shadows of the past and the worries of the future? The answer lies in the simplicity of now. Imagine you've entered a room filled with voices. Around you, it seems there's a barrage of opinions and judgments. What do your ears pick up? What does your heart feel? It's in this noise that the true practice of presence awaits you. It's in quieting the outside world that you experience the deepest connection between you and life. But to reach it, you first need to pause. In this reflective space, ask yourself, what do I feel right now? Acknowledge the emotions that arise. Each one is a wave, not your ocean. Each thought is a leaf drifting in the river of time. Allow yourself to feel. It's perfectly fine not to know exactly what to do at this moment. Peace is waiting for you, even amid the chaos. Perhaps now is the perfect moment to close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the fresh air entering and notice the tension in your body dissolving with each exhale. Observe how pain and fragility transform into something lighter, into serenity. You don't have to be perfect to be present. The present is already your true essence. What if the silence you fear is the only place where you can truly hear yourself? In this safe space, healing begins to unfold. Remember, it's not your current condition that defines you, but your willingness to be here. In this present moment, we live our purest potential. And often, when we allow ourselves to listen, our soul reveals its beauty. Acknowledge this truth. Mindfulness is an invitation to self-discovery. No matter how lost you may feel, there's always a way back to the now. There's always an opportunity to be reborn in presence. You don't have to get everything right to feel good. You just need to be. And by embracing this, life, with all its intensity, begins to flow naturally. Do you find yourself trapped in the labyrinths created by your own mind? Scenarios that will never come to pass turn your peace into turmoil. This is imagination, an ally that can become the villain in your experience. When you allow it to amplify your anxieties, it's like lighting a candle in a dark room, casting disturbing shadows that don't actually exist. How many times have you caught yourself wondering, what if I fail? Or, what if people judge me? The mind, that prolific artist, paints pictures of fear, dragging us into nightmarish scenarios that will never materialize. But here's something you may not have realized. Those thoughts aren't you. They are merely visitors, illusions that bring only pain if you let them inside. Think of a day when everything seemed to go wrong. You woke up feeling like you could handle it all, but a small criticism sparked a storm of doubt. You feel like no one understands you. This invisible pain of being surrounded by people, yet still feeling alone, doesn't have to be your fate. It's time to ask yourself, am I allowing my mind to paint scenarios that only amplify fear? By confronting these visions, you create space for the truth, the clarity that lies beneath the surface. Exploring the boundary between fantasy and reality is an invitation to free yourself. As you observe your thoughts, remember the power of silence. What you carry in your heart can either be a trap or fertile ground for growth. Consider a moment of pain. If it were tied to a memory, could you rewrite it right now? What if you took the first step to leave that weight behind? Today, when you wake up, take a deep breath and declare, I will look beyond what my mind tells me. It's okay not to know what to do right now. Just the act of recognizing the illusion is a significant step. Allow yourself to develop an awareness that life flows when you stop fighting against what is. Unraveling these illusions is a powerful call to action. And once you truly understand that you can separate pain from truth, you will begin to feel the light return. It's in that clarity that your true power resides. Remember, you have the ability to transform your thoughts and change the narrative of your life. It's time to write a new story. Life is like a flowing river, and often you find yourself stuck on the banks, struggling against the invisible currents that try to pull you under. In the midst of this chaos, there's a question that echoes. Have you realized that this resistance might be the source of your fatigue? Have you thought about how surrendering to the flow can open doors you didn't even know existed? Imagine yourself standing by a river. It can be tempting to want to control its waters, but what happens when you choose to flow instead? When you release the ties of fear and allow yourself to be carried along. Surrender isn't weakness. It's the quiet strength that turns any storm into a serene journey. Are you exhausted? You have every reason to be. It is heavy to resist. Look around you. Often, we're surrounded by people, yet we still feel that invisible loneliness. What needs to be seen isn't just the external image, but the connection to your own essence. What if what you truly seek is an inner journey? That space where life can flourish, even when the path isn't clear. And what if the pain you carry, is it truly yours? Or is it a shadow of what others expect from you? Letting go of what weighs you down is an act of courage. It's like freeing yourself from an armor you've carried for so long. When you allow the flow to guide you, you begin to notice that every bend in the river is a new opportunity for self-discovery. You might ask yourself, what if I allow myself to fully experience this? In this way, every moment transforms, and each choice becomes a step in the river that wants to take you forward. It's in surrender that you find the true meaning of the journey. When you stop fighting, you start to live. Today, as you wake up, honor the rhythm of your heart. Tell yourself, I am capable of flowing. And even amidst difficulties, remember, It's right there that life truly happens. You don't need external approval to feel whole. True fulfillment comes when you connect with that internal current that never stops. Take a deep breath and feel. Life is happening all around you. You just need to allow yourself to be part of it. Silence, a concept often overlooked. The modern mind craves noise, distractions, and vibrant chaos. But what if I told you that within silence, many truths await? Often, you feel an emptiness that you can't quite fill, an invisible loneliness, even when surrounded by countless people. In those moments, seek out silence, for it is not an adversary. It is an ally. Imagine standing in a garden where a gentle breeze softly touches your face. Life pulses around you, yet the external voices fail to reach the depths of who you are. Silence is not merely the absence of sound. It is a sacred space where the heart can whisper truths that the mind struggles to hear. Have you ever stopped to think that what you seek isn't out there, but within you? What if the silence you fear is the only place where you can truly hear yourself? By diving into tranquility, you'll discover something significant. The human being is a temple of profound knowledge. Each pause, each moment of introspection, holds a treasure of revelations. And in this space, you might find that pain and beauty walk hand in hand. No one can pretend forever. The pressure you feel is a subtle call. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Feel the presence of your being. Allow yourself to breathe. In the stillness, an unexpected peace arises. Those old wounds, the traumas you've kept buried, begin to unveil themselves, not to hurt you, but to heal you. By allowing yourself to look inward, you don't just confront, you begin to heal. You can also learn to listen to the messages of your silence. Try it. When you wake up, don't rush, breathe. Ask yourself, what does my silence teach me today? Gradually, the answer will start to emerge, like a river flowing gently, revealing new paths ahead. And then, realize this: life is not a constant struggle against what hurts you. Life is an invitation to discovery, a journey with every breath. Like a temple, you carry an entire universe within you. Connect with that. Let silence embrace you, and you will find the strength to navigate life's complexities, knowing that each moment is an opportunity to deepen your choice to be free. Can you feel it? The pressure of the past weighing down on your shoulders. The future looms like a distant ghost, promising so much yet delivering so little. What if I told you that the present is the true freedom you seek? It takes courage to stop and face the now, to open your arms and embrace what is, without judgment, without expectations. What happens when you accept this moment? Imagine that each breath is an invitation, an opportunity to free yourself from the invisible chains that bind your soul. Start observing. What truly prevents you from living in this instant? Standing amid your pain, you might feel alone, but within that solitude, you can also discover a newfound strength. Have you ever wondered how accepting the present can transform your way of living? What if it's the complete opposite of what you've been taught? The now doesn't demand anything from you. It simply asks you to feel, breathe, allow yourself to be. Look around you. The leaves dancing in the wind, the sounds of the city, or the silence of dawn. Every little detail is a gift. You don't need to have everything orchestrated. Life, in its simplicity, flows more naturally when you open yourself up to what is. This is how true peace settles in. It's time to stop fighting against what cannot be changed. That resistance is exhausting. That resistance is destructive. Are you tired? You have every reason to be. This is why the now is a gift, a call to stop running, an invitation to join the dance of life. By embracing what surrounds you, you allow infinite possibilities to unfold. Today, when you wake up, try a little exercise. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel the weight of your silence. It wants to tell you something. Through that silence, you reconnect with the essence within you, that spark that shines even in the shadows. Because ultimately, the freedom you seek is already inside you. It might just need a moment to blossom. Life can sometimes feel like a flower that needs room to blossom. But for that to happen, you must learn to let go. What will you choose to release today? The weight of sadness, the relentless quest for approval, the fear of the future. These burdens are merely shadows that drain your light. When you surrender these weights to silence, transformation begins to take shape. Take a moment. Breathe. Feel that absence. What lies beyond the waiting and the pain? Have you noticed that the pain that brought you here is also your guide? By asking yourself what to leave behind, you plant the seeds of hope for a tomorrow that blooms in freedom. Life flows naturally when you let go of the need to control. But this isn't easy. You may feel exposed and vulnerable. Often, you retreat into a corner, feeling that no one understands you. But remember, surrender is an act of courage. It is your silent ally, your gateway to a fresh start. What if the silence you fear is the only place where you can truly hear yourself? Let your shadows speak. Listen to what they have to teach you. They are not enemies, they are parts of you, waiting to be embraced. Through pain, new insights emerge. Releasing what consumes you is the first step toward allowing yourself to blossom. Are you exhausted? You have every reason to be. You've been battling an endless cycle. Enough is enough. You don't need to fragment yourself in pursuit of others' approval anymore. Let go of self-criticism. Look within and say, I am capable. I am whole. By doing this, you invite life to dance with you. And remember, each step on this new journey is a conscious act. Don't rush it. Allow transformation to nestle within your being. Feel each moment, each choice. There is beauty in fluidity, and therein lies your true strength. So, if this message resonates with your soul, let it echo. In the comments write, I choose to be reborn. In doing so, you liberate not only yourself, but also those who still dwell in silence. It is time to blossom.